me hand over to you.
Lagos, I'm sure you have so many questions. You're listening to 99.3 Nigeria Info. We're live on Relationship 360. And today we are talking courtship and dating. Barrister Olumide has said a lot. He said dating allows you to see the character of the person you want to marry. And it therefore informs your decision. It therefore informs your decision. Are you willing to continue in that marriage? Are you willing to continue with this person? And then he also said that courtship is persuasion for marriage. It persuades you to marry. Did you know about this, Lagos? Did you know about this? I think we should open the phone lines. Let's hear what Lagos have to say. So Lagos, the phone lines are open. This is 99.3, the only station that puts you first in conversations. You can call us on 0700 993 993 993. I'll take that again, 0700 993 993 993. And the female line is 01465 7190, 01465 7190. You can also leave us a message on WhatsApp on 0809 597 5805, 0809 597 5805. And you can join the conversation on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM. Lagos, let's hear you. Let's take our first call. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Hello. Good morning. Please turn down the volume on your radio set. Hello. Okay, great to have you.
There's still an echo, Pastor Richard. There's still an echo.
Sorry, there's a feedback. Can you turn down the volume on your radio? We might have to end this call. Hello. Can you turn off your radio set? Better. Let's have you.
Of marriage. You see, because you as a person, it goes beyond you even studying that person. You see, in those days, where they have this courtship, you see, their marriage, lasts longer than these days. Because that time, there was a lot of, discipline, and they hold on to that courtship, even though the relationship is going gaga. They tend to hold it on. But these days, because of self-right, people tend to do their own, and because of end time, people also do what is that is coming up. So we need to see different so that you will know. God will be able to show you your own person that is your bone to bone, your flesh to flesh. I get him, because marriage itself, really, we know that does not cure lust. Are you following me? No. I know.
Thank you very much, Richard, for your contribution. We have just 1 minute, and you've exceeded time.
If I may say something, he said that the courtship lasted longer before. On this show, I showed you a statistic of marriages before 1970. And how lots of the abuse was more, and the women could not leave because there were no organizations, there were no NGOs, there were no laws that protected against domestic violence and abuse. So now people are coming up because of of just last year, over 270 people were buried, and it's been increasing, the rate of domestic violence and abuse every month. Like this month, by April, we had already lost about 64 people to domestic violence and abuse. Before, in those times, there were no laws for and there was no authority to help out women that were being abused. So when you say people stuck there, people were there, it lasted long. Lasted long how? Happily, or somebody had to pay the price.
Many women suffered in silence.
And you would hear our grandparents, especially, I never forget this, they keep telling you that in Yoruba, Mujiya Nitori Omo, that is, I suffered because of, they kept saying, because most of them suffered in the houses of their wives and husbands. You understand? But they couldn't come out because, number one, religion never permitted it. Number two, socially, it was, even till now, there's still that stigma. But now there are laws protecting people from this. So it is now that you are seeing what has been from the beginning of time.
Thank you very much. Let's take another call. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Good morning. Good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Okay, Chukuka, can you speak up, please? Could you speak up? Could you speak up a little louder?
Oh, wow. Thank you.
I am so happy. It just seems as if the thing is coming directly to me, because I am into that relationship without dating. Because I had somebody that I'm staying with, and when I newly met him as I saw him as a nice person, but we never dated before I relocated to Lagos. So when he came and met me in Lagos, he showed me his character, his attitude. In fact, I just thank God that we've not married, because I cannot go into that marriage with that kind of attitude, because he was raising hands on me, beating me, little thing I do, he will raise his hands on me, telling me that I should leave the house and he will see me one day. And I'm afraid.
Hello, can you turn down the volume on your radio set? Okay, let's have it. I'm sorry, we have to let you go. Please call us back. Sorry about that. Let's pick another call. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Good morning. Your name is Joy. Thank you for calling.
The marriage committee. Can you hear me?
Yes, very well.
Am I supposed to be to the marriage committee? So the marriage committee will now call the lady or the brother, has that kind of said, and then they'll say this is the person, blah blah blah, and then they say it's for safety, like to protect you and protect the other person, and things like that, sha. And then, like, for me now, I'm not doing any of that. Actually, I already have someone I like, and I'm willing to go through with it. But if I bring it up with my parents, they're always, you hear things like, follow the way of God, the way of God that's best for you. You don't go and marry somebody that is wrong, or blah, blah, blah. But I'm not so encouraged, because I see issues of marital abuse even in the church. So I want to know what he has to say about that. Like, and I feel like if you don't go that way, I can't be a worker in the church, because the church does not support dating. What do I do about that?
All right, thank you very much. Keep listening.
Now, that was strong.
We hear that so many people can barely hear from God. But when it comes to
marriage,
time for marriage, that's when they seek to hear God's voice.
Let me tell you something that happened a while ago. Some of my people went to this church and they called. This is not an attack on. See, there are lots of pastors that I respect. I attend church. So this is not. I'm not coming to condemn any pastor. I'm not coming to no. I attend church, and I have pastors that they tell me to jump today, I will jump. But the issue here, let me give you the example. We went to this church and they called all the single women to stand up. and they were told to write down the names of their suitors, that if has anybody approached you, people that are trusting you, then, they wrote down all the names, number 1, number 2, those that have more than 5, those that have just 1. And you are to roll that sheet of paper and come to drop in a basket on the altar. So all the women filed out, dropped the names on them, and they were to fast for 3 days. The fast was no oil.
White fasting.
All kinds of fasting. At the 3rd day, they came back, and they will form a line, and the pastor will stand and tell you, like, number 3 is your husband. And that was it. This one will come. Number 1 is your husband. Number 2. So it's a number. It was like a raffle ticket. That is, if you wrote 5 guys or 3 guys and they would just say number 2 is your husband. And that was how they received, in quote, their husbands. So how is that? You might not even like the number 5, but because God has spoken, you must go and subject to. So whatever you see. And it was just somebody got a gardener, her own gardener, who told her that she was pretty. The woman, I don't know why the woman put it there. It was the gardener. And that is, just, it is confusion. It is mysticism. This is it's mysticism when you now turn a totally normal affair. And I need to tell people that when you look at Matthew 22:30, it tells you that there is no marriage in heaven. So it is not a spiritual, it is not something that as you are married on earth, you will continue the marriage in heaven. It is an earthly issue. So please, it is a social issue. God will not come and be telling you about your birthday, the way you are saying your marriage. They don't say, I don't think the Bible says there is more rejoicing in heaven over a soul that repents than 99 that needs no repentance. There is no rejoicing in heaven over a soul that gets married or a soul that celebrates a birthday. The only thing there that heaven celebrates is a spiritual activity of giving your life to God. But when you now make marriage more important than even salvation, and people are telling you are stuck, you can't leave, and everybody is now dying. Between January and March, I was given there was already 67 people lost this year, just because you can't leave, stay. They run, they bring them back, and then when they die, they say, had we known. You just keep murdering the next generation. We just keep killing and burying our friends, our sisters, and our loved ones.
Let's go back to our WhatsApp. This person says, this is Emmanuel from VI. Good morning, barrister. Is it possible to do marriage and skip church marriage as a Christian due to their doctrine? Most people think as a Christian your marriage is not valid if you have not done the church.
No, there is, we have had this discussion here. There is no such thing in the Constitution as church marriage. The Constitution recognizes 3 kinds of marriages. That is the Islamic marriage, the traditional marriage, and the registry, that is court marriage. There is no such thing as Christian marriage. It is only a church celebration. That is where probably you go and what we call Christian marriage, that is you wear the veil and you wear the white dress, is the British traditional marriage. That is what we are doing here. It is totally an imported celebration where you wear the veil and all that. That is the British traditional marriage. But the law here just recognizes Islamic, traditional, and court. So I did not do church. I did not do that. I just I went to the registry first, then I did the traditional. That is, you pay the bride price, you bring all the. That was what I, sat down, we agreed, and that's what we did. I did not do, but my wife just went and, do Thanksgiving, in church, and that's it. There's no, it's not recognized by the Constitution, except your church is an agent of a registry.
Yes.
That is it.
Most times, in fact, that's what happens now. A lot of people just go on to have the court wedding, which is the registry, and then move on to traditional wedding.
That is the proper thing.
And they end up with church blessing, whereby the pastor blesses the couple, and they're good to go.
It
saves costs.
That's it.
Okay, so this is Ugo from Ogun State. The phone lines have been buzzing. We're going to come back to the phone lines. Let's just take one more WhatsApp call. Ugo from Ogun State said, I'm an Igbo man, a Christian in relationship with a Yoruba lady, a Muslim. We both laugh when we think about it. Her character is just so good, but not perfect, but peaceful and with a caring heart. Our problem is how to go about the marriage since both of our fathers are dead.
So how do you want to go about it before? You go to if your both mothers are alive, you visit and you inform them of your intention.
Yes.
I'm sure you have maybe siblings.
Oh, there's an uncle.
There's so you just inform them. The only problem is if one does not agree that why will you go and marry a Muslim man? But it is your choice. And you have to understand and people have to respect that it's your choice. The only way I would listen is if somebody knows of the reason why you should not marry. And that is why they always ask that question. Is anybody here that knows of any reason why they should not be married? For example, if that person has been married before and did not divorce, or that person is a pedophile or has a criminal record or has HIV or something, it has to do with that. And even in the courts, in the registry, they always give, I think, about 21 days where they will post your band to let anybody that has any objection, they give them about 21 or so days.
21 days.
Yeah, to object. So there is always, but the objection must not be traditional, as in, why are you marrying from this tribe? That is so cheap. People even marry Europeans. Here you are complaining about people that are still in the same country. And if someone goes to another continent to marry one Asian, what would you now say? So it's not just go to the family. You can go to the court and you get married.